What's going on? I just want to do a little reaction video to the Troy Ave shooting that just happened last night. Again, the facts are still coming out, so we really don't know what's going on. There's a lot of speculation, a lot of people with a lot of different theories. Well, really, it's really one theory. Like the main theory is that Troy Ave shot himself in the leg. He shot his homeboy, killed his homeboy, and accidentally shot two other women that were party goers and stuff like that. So that's the prevailing theory that's going on right now, and that's what's being put out right now. And like they're killing him on Twitter, and that's just everyone's repeating like, "Oh, Troy Ave is just an asshole. Look at him, he's a stupid motherfucker. Look at Karma, because look what he said about Capital Steez, and you know." Now he's committing suicide in like the most metaphoric, way. And like I saw somebody tweet that. I thought that was a clever tweet. But I think that people are like kind of projecting. That's a story that they want. They want it to be that, but it doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. Initially, my reaction was like everyone else's. It was like, goddamn, like Troy Ave's not really a likable guy, and I can't really say I like him at all. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's got a few songs, but it doesn't come across as really like a likable dude. But so it's easy to like want the worst case scenario to be true for him, but it doesn't make a lot of sense. And as I have, seen a little bit more stuff come out, like some videos and like it it leads me to a different conclusion. Okay, so boom. Let's just start at the beginning. The initial report was that there was a shooting at T.I.'s concert in Manhattan, and Troy Ave was grazed, and two other party goers were shot or whatever like that and injured, and one person was killed. That was the initial report. And I remember thinking like, okay, just knowing how he is, through, seeing him in interviews and all that shit, and just knowing his personality, I'm like, oh, I'm sure he's gonna use this to his benefit. And then the next thing you knew, within like an hour or so, his management had come out and had confirmed that yes, Troy Ave had been grazed by a bullet and I'm like, okay, like it was just leading me to that conclusion where it's like, all right, they're gonna capitalize off this shit. So boom, that was last night. Then today we get a little bit more information. The NYPD has a Twitter page apparently. I didn't know that, but they do, and they put out a video that shows that Troy Ave was actually involved he was one of the shooters. And so now it's like, okay, wow, Troy Ave is actually one of the shooters. Like he was getting busy in the club, and it's like, okay. So then the story turned, because when the NYPD put that out, they also put out that he was being charged with attempted murder and aggravated assault, or, reckless endangerment, or, he had a few different charges on him. So the story switched. Even though they just said that, they didn't, say why or exactly what they thought his involvement was. But the story switched to everyone being like, okay, he was the only shooter. Like he shot himself, then he shot his man, and then he shot two other people that were at the party. Nobody that he was trying to shoot. He just shot everyone he was, I guess, trying to protect, or whatever. But so the story turned into that, and my initial reaction was like, God damn, like just on its face, it's like, wow, like that's crazy. Like this dude is a fucking idiot. Like this just confirms what I already thought about him. But it still didn't really make a lot of sense. So as I watched more shit and I tried to make sense of it, and I was looking for anybody, because you don't see any free Troy Ave tweets or yo, hold your head, Troy Ave. You don't see none of that. All you see is people killing him on Twitter or on blogs and talking about, hey, he's an idiot, da da da. And I'm like, okay, again, I think it's just people projecting. They just want that to be the story because they don't like him. And I gotta be honest, I can't say that I like him, you know. But as more video has surfaced, it kind of changed my perspective on it, and I kind of have I've come to a different conclusion. And again, it's really early, so I have this is just a theory, but it's a theory that makes the most sense to me. Okay, so boom. The initial reports were that there was a shooting at T.I.'s concert, and in all of the initial reports, all of them said T.I. had just left. He either had just left the area where the shooting had taken place, or he had left the building altogether. Like, those were in everything that I you know, not that that was like vital information. Like, I didn't really give a fuck because I never really thought that T.I. or his people were involved with it. So it was like, all right, that's a piece of useless information, but they seem to put that in every single report. Come to find out, a video I just watched and kind of prompted me to make this blog. It's a video of a cameraman at the concert right after, like, as the mayhem is going on. And he himself doesn't know what the fuck is going on. You hear him numerous times. I'll put the link in the description. Numerous times he says, what's going on? What happened? You know, like, why is everybody running? Like, he even goes to somebody, I don't know if it's his man or if it's just somebody that's hiding behind a speaker. And he's like, why are you hiding behind a speaker? Like, what the fuck just happened? And you see, like, through this whole thing, like, obviously the first shots have already rung off, and like whatever initially happened had already happened because of the chaos. So, but you see, as he's like panning around, I don't know if he's got people talking to him like behind I don't know, but he comes to the realization, and he kind of verbalizes it, that, oh, somebody got hit, niggas is shooting. So, but as he's panning the camera, he like pans down this stairway that leads to this door that leads, I guess, to the backstage area. But who's standing right in the doorway? You clear as day see T.I. standing right there, talking calmly. He's got people around him. He's talking to them, and everything he looked calm as fuck. He's just back there, but he's still there, which is contrary to every single report that I heard, you know, all last night and all day today, that he was gone, you know. But so anyway, he's there, and the cameraman's realizing, like, oh, niggas is shooting, because obviously this is after the shots had already started, because the club is in mayhem. Everybody's running, people are hiding. Then as he's as he's coming to this realization, he's panning the camera around or whatever like that, and then you hear another shot, bow, and then his camera goes crazy. You can't see anything, and finally goes to white, and the video ends. So, okay, here's my theory on what happened, and it makes the most sense to me. There was probably an altercation between Troy Ave and his people and some other people. We don't know who they are. You know, we've heard different things, Mano's crew. We even heard T.I.'s crew. We heard a bunch of shit, you know, but there's no way to know at this point. And it could have been anybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, who knows who it was? But we know there was an altercation between Troy Ave and his people, and somebody tried to kill him, you know? Somebody let some shots off at him. They hit his man, they hit him, and they hit two other people that were at the concert, you know? So, fast forward to the video that came out that shows Troy Ave coming through a doorway, walking, you know, kind of looking like, you know, he's in fucking Beverly Hills Cop or some shit like that, with the, you know, he's got the two hands on the pistol, he lifts it and just let off, whatever like that. But anyway, so you see him come through the door and let a shot off. If you look at his reaction and dude standing behind him's reaction, they don't even react to the shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it looked like he didn't hit anything. He didn't hit anything. You know what I'm saying? And it looked like he wasn't trying to hit nothing. It looked like he was probably coming out from where he just finished getting shot, and you know his man just finished getting shot, and he's coming through a doorway. Maybe he's chasing the assailants, or maybe he's just trying to clear a path to wherever, you know, maybe, you know, like he's shooting at a wall or something like that, just because he's got to go around a corner, and he wants to make sure there's nobody waiting around that corner waiting to kill him. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if you look at his reaction, he just shoots. His man barely even flinches. The dude standing right behind him, like, had they even shooting at somebody and they had hit somebody, like, come on, there would have been some kind of reaction. If you shoot somebody, you're probably gonna go the other way. That's the first thing. You know what I'm saying? If you hit somebody, you're probably gonna go the other way. All right, there's one caveat. If there's no exit in the back, maybe you would probably go the same way you just shot somebody, but you'd probably be doing that in the swiftest fucking fashion that you can do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna fucking just bang hit somebody and then just like calmly like still creep out of the fucking camera view, and you only hear that one shot. I would be willing to bet all my money that the video that I'm gonna put in the description, when you hear the shot after the initial shots have been, you don't hear the initial shots, but you just hear you see the aftermath of the initial shots, and then during the video you hear the one shot. I would be willing to bet my money that one shot is the shot that Troy Ave let off, you know? And I don't think that shot was actually to hit nobody. I gotta be honest with you. It just doesn't make any sense, like how it looks, you know? And with how everything just unfolded, it just doesn't, you know what I'm saying? It just seems like he was trying to get niggas off him, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I mean, I mean, this is just me looking at the videos, and again, all the facts are still coming out. We don't know anything. I mean, tomorrow I'm sure we'll have more facts than today, and then I'm sure a month from now we'll have more facts than, you know, tomorrow. But this is just a theory that makes sense to me, and it's not one that I see being put out there. So I just felt like I should, you know, because somebody's got to fucking say it. Like, everybody. I mean, listen, I get it. I understand why you wouldn't like Troy Ave. I mean, he had the one song, the All About the Money. That joint was hard, you know what I'm saying? The doo-doo joint, I wasn't really feeling it. I didn't like it at all, to tell you the truth. And I can't really judge his other music because I've never fucking really listened to it. I wasn't really checking for him like that, you know what I'm saying? But I have watched a few of his interviews, and he's a really easy person not to like. But I'm not into, like, you know, just because I don't like you, I'm gonna wish the worst fucking thing to happen to you, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt at least a little bit, because again, I said I have seen his interviews. As ignorant as he does come across sometimes, he doesn't come across as stupid, you know? Like, he doesn't come across as stupid to me. So, and to feel like, you know, you could just shoot up a fucking Manhattan club like that when you're somebody who has any kind of notoriety. Like, fuck, you don't even need notoriety to fucking get caught up shooting up a Manhattan club. Like, come on, they got cameras on the streets. You don't think they have fucking cameras in the club? Like, you know. So you have to be a special kind of stupid to fucking think you're gonna do that and get away with it. But it's a totally different thing to, you know, let off a gun when you feel like you're doing it in self-defense. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a totally different thing. So I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt, and I'm going to put this theory out there, and I think it makes the most sense, you know. And as the stuff comes out, I think it'll probably ring truer. I don't know. We'll see how it turns out, man. I mean, listen, God bless, you know, the dead. You know, I mean, it's really a fucked up situation. It's really, really bad, man. You know, like, you know, from my understanding, you know, his man that died protecting him. And, you know, like, you know, I don't know, man. I think that we should know more about what's going on, and more facts should come out before we make, like, you know, blanket statements about a nigga accidentally killing his man or shooting himself and shoot. Like, come on, that's crazy. But I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. I just don't fucking. I have a little bit more faith in humanity. You know, I guess. I don't know. Like, I just feel like I don't think there are people that are that fucking stupid. You know, so I don't know, man. That's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to put this theory out there. Yeah. And again, check out the video that I'm referencing in the description. All right.